So this is the old PC, this is the new PC, and now somebody's thinking like, why you didn't get the or start building your own new PC. First I was thinking like Dell small form factor PC. It was on the sale in the supplier, like we have the company Acer to the supplier, but that wasn't that easy because it would be nice challenge to see how we can build it, the small form factor PC, but the Dell one is pretty more towards the enterprise, so they have the long warranty and everything. So that means also we need to get low profile graphic card. That means also we need to change the power supply, and cost for the unit was almost the same what is the cost of this unit. And this is the worst of the worst. I don't know, multiple people saying this is the horrible PC and it's the pre-built. So this is the Acer Nitro 50. Back in the days when before this PC and my dual CPU setup, I did Acer Predator, I think it was G3710, and I did get that from my dad, and he did get new generation of the same machine, and he did run the machine about 6 years. I did play with mine like 7 years, no problems. Okay, yeah, the pre-built is using cheap parts and everything like that, but this unit was cheap because there is some backpack damage. I don't really see any that much backpack damage. There is some labels torn away, but one corner is little bit smushed, but I maybe get old or something, and I don't really want to have big case with the IO water cooling, RGB lights, lot of mesh and everything like that. I just want something simple, smaller, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just want something lot simpler. I think the Acer is making great products. I did check a lot of Lenovo small form factors and everything, like even the more like the Lenovo Tower. It's missing the front or basically option for installing the front fan, and the Nitro 50 has option to install the front fan, and there is not that many YouTube videos about this machine, so it's a little bit interesting. Somebody did say that you can install one fan at the top of the case. So let's unbox this and check what we can do it. This thing is also jumped to the DDR5 time, and it's back to the Intel, and we basically want to go straight inside. I want to move my 1TB M.2 and 1TB SSD here. I don't know, can you see, but there is like lot of white stuff on the card. And this is stone cold, like freezing cold. So interesting. So this is the OEM version of the card, and you can see the backside a little bit better here. There is some white stuff here, and the card itself is pretty cold. That is nice to find. I think the blowback style is pretty much okay. It's not like the ideal, but it's, and it doesn't really, what the hell, it doesn't even record the power. So it's interesting to see that we have the power cables chip tied here. And what else we have here? This is a little bit different what I did see from the YouTube videos. I did see the screws here, and I was hoping that we can take those screws away and the whole damn HDD cage is coming out. Acer, if you're watching, why you are changing something but then you are not changing everything? You did change also already the the blower style card to the not blower style, what's also better already. You did maybe add the screws here, but the screws are pretty useless because if you want to take the HDD gates away, you need to drill the rivets away. And also they did change that we have only one 16GB memory stick. I'm not that much happy about that because I was hoping to get two 8GB sticks so we get the dual channel and we can even run we can always swap those later, but these memories are usually something like the standard low tier ones, and I'm usually using the best one what you can throw in. We have some standard M.2 already here installed. I was thinking that there is the Wi-Fi card is free. The power supply is something, it's not standard one, the pin connections are not standard one. It's a little bit sad that we can always swap the power supply and order the adapter for that. You see that there is the chipset is here and there is the place for the cooler, but it doesn't have the cooler. So I maybe check if I have the right size and then I use it just thermal glue and glue at the top of that. And I need to check what is the front fan size. It should be 92mm, but if it's something bigger then we need to order a bigger one. So now it's dismantled already. I think I'm going to remove the HDD gates. So what I mean by that, I just take the drill and drill the rivets away and take those screws away. Because when I'm installing the fan here, I don't see the reason with the, you can mount I'm just like thinking that I'm just mounting the SSD on the bottom. I can print a little bit like stand off for that, and we can just double side tape it top of that, or we can use the screw holes at the back, so it's like staying like this on at the back wall, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just sticking that here for now. Basically, I think you don't even need to use this SATA power connector from the motherboard if you don't want to have the front light or LEDs at the front. You can just take those SATA connectors away from here. Or if you want to tinker with this, you can basically use one SATA what is coming from that line and split that to the two. It's just running the LEDs, so a little bit weird solutions. Some are really weird solutions from the Acer, but it is what it is. But overall, I think the Acer pre-builds are pretty okay. The normal price is pretty high for the most of the builds, but something like when you can get those like backpacked market ones or something like 30% off or something from whatever reason, then I think it's okay. And then now I mean by the dealer prices. Because I did check that this machine is going for 1,100 euros, and I will say I never ever are going to pay that amount money for this. Something like 800, 700, something like that. It's starting to be a little bit like. Keep in mind this is the hassle-free solution, so I can sell my old PC and be without the PC meanwhile, and then I can use that money to order the parts, and then I need to wait the parts, and then I need to be without the PC, or I just can buy something like this and it's ready to go, and I just slap my M.2 and SSD here and start improving the system. So front fan, that is something what we need. I will check also the back fan, what is the Acer using here, if there is anything better one, and then CPU cooler is something what we are definitely going to upgrade, and then I'm going to install the cooler on the M.2 and on the chipset on the motherboard. But I like that. It's not that big. It's like 70% smaller what is my full ATX case and everything. It's super compact. I like it so far. The only thing what I dislike that there is no handle. There is no like it seems like this is almost like a handle, but it's not handle when the Cooler Master has the handle on the top of the case. So now I need to install 1 terabyte SSD on the old machine, and then I need to run fresh install of the Windows 11. Then I need to start installing this one same time, so I maybe run these next to each other